Welcome back, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, to another wonderful episode of Those Damn Kids. I am your storyteller, Tyson Fraleigh, and of course we have our wonderful cast of characters. To start off, he is the Titan of the Sea, a massive 700-foot-long serpent that, just occasionally comes up for ham sandwiches. We have Adam Honigman.
If there's two things I love, it's serpent heads and ham. I've said this many times before.
Next up, we've got a merman who will melodically sing to you before, as you approach, you think there's this moment as he's about to drag you down, drown you beneath the waves, but he's actually just taking you to show you his nice Airbnb. We have Alexander Cruz.
Oh, that's the sound. That's what you get before looking at my spacious 3.5.
Next up, we have a six-clawed giant crab that is all wearing different forms of wristwatches and will attempt to sell you them. We have Grayson Roach.
I used to work in sales, and I was actually pretty damn good at it. I just hated it emotionally, so let me get back in this shell. I would do that. Thanks.
And last but certainly not least, the true creature of the sea, a 20-foot tall sea pig leviathan, massive pork rind fins swimming deep into the deepest oceans known to mankind. We have Liz Nyveen.
I could really go for a bucket of krill right now. Also, I love how Grayson always says thank you after she gets introduced. A little jealous I wasn't the crab, but I understand my place in this ecosystem.
With all that being the case, let's dive into our recap and catch up where the kids left off last episode. Last time on Those Damn Kids, the crew discussed with Mr. McPherson and Hope a few different things. For one thing, Jenny was able to get a exoskeleton for her leg to be able to walk around correctly again, as well as they discussed with Mr. McPherson different ways to help find Baxter's brother, Riley. After tracking down a recently purchased credit card, you guys were able to travel to the wash where you're able to stop by a gas station, get some information, and travel over to an abandoned glue factory where Riley and his compatriot Levi have seemed to temporarily hold up. Baxter had a long discussion with Riley about their place in and their brotherly relationship, and about a possible opportunity to win some money to pay off the Raydon debt by performing in a skate jam in the Carve. Riley agreed. The party then traveled back into town to the Matter Hatter to speak with Jess, who pointed out that one of the crew members is already a pretty good skateboarder. Kit was able to learn some new tricks and was given a brand new board, proclaiming her the Rat Queen based on the artwork. There seemed to be a very subtle hint, as it were, from Jess to Kit about something or other, before the party then split off with Jenny, Olivier, and Baxter heading back to Mr. McPherson's to pick up the exoskeleton for the leg, and Kit traveling with Jess towards the Carve before Jenny, Olivier, and Baxter stop by a fast food joint, grabbing Kit some food, and heading to the Freeman National Park. And that is where we left off. So, as you guys are traveling, for Olivier, Baxter, and Jenny, you guys are able to park the moped in the parking lot, at which point you guys would be able to see Jess and Kit not too far away from the main path, as the parking lot is relatively full as of this point, where as you guys are able to collectively come together at the edge of the brush, you have skateboards in hand, and you can begin to hear the sounds of cheers, music, and general rabble-rousing off in the distance.
Okay, well, I guess I'll wait. Hey! We got food.
Oh, hey guys. Cool. And I give Jess a look, and I'm like, well, and I run over to my pals.
I'm taking off like the helmet and trying to look as cool as fucking possible with the moped. See if I catch anybody's. Can I look around and see if anybody looks at our cool moped and our group?
How long is Olivier's hair?
It's no, Olivier's hair is pretty short. It's like, but I do the thing where you like tussle your hair, even though I don't have long hair.
I'll say make a heart check or heart charm.
Can I impact that dice roll by, as he's doing this, I get out of the moped and completely eat shit?
Adam!
Yeah, increase the DC, sure.
Well, that's nothing.
So Olivier, you pull off the helmet, flip your hair side to side. As you can see that out this way, you can see that there's a few people, mostly what looks to be like college-age kids, all wearing like some of the like grungiest outfits you guys have ever encountered. Leather jackets with like plaid buttons kind of going all down the sides, like jeans ripped to shit, high sectioned boots with like what are those called? Studs popping out the front. As you can see, one figure has half of their hair entirely shaved, and then kind of long section off to the side just kind of turns over.
Suh.
Your friend ate shit.
What? Turn around.
Just spitting out pebbles.
I turn around. Yeah, good thing he's not skating today, right?
Kind of looks over towards the bagged like hamburger and fries. Is that a McDougal's like burger and fries and shit?
Yeah.
That's like funding the capitalist machine, man.
What?
Like, you really gotta get on this shit, man. You know, you're really just funding corporate expansion and the desecration of, you know, people's ability to find integrity in their work.
I just wanted a cheeseburger for my friends. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Hi, I'm Olivier.
Cool.
Cool.
See ya. And just turns and begins to walk away.
Oh God, I turn around. Guys, this is a tough crowd out there.
Why did you sound like that?
Sound like what?
You were doing one of your little voices.
Huh. That's kind of nuts. I didn't even think that I was doing that. Woo. Olivia kind of like looks down at his knees for a second and just like, oh no.
Gonna hand Kit the bag.
Kit is starting to braid very messily. She's not very good at this. She's braiding her hair on either side to kind of get it out of the way, but the sections she cut off are very uneven. One runs out before she gets to the bottom of the braid. Thanks, Jenny. And she takes the food and looks in and offers, I'm guessing, are there fries? I offer some fries to my pals. And,
yeah, you got like a trio
Jess
type
and
thing.
stuff. Yeah, so pass out some of the food. Yeah. Cool!
I'm totally like stress eating fries.
So do you have like pads or anything? Like for your knees? Because skateboarders fall down a lot.
No, with me. Do you have any pads for cheerleading and stuff? Cheerleaders fall down a lot.
Yeah, but we don't wear knee pads. That would totally ruin the look.
They're also like on grass most of the time.
It's kind of shitty that you fall so much, and you go so high, but you wear even less clothing than the average person. Very strange. Shoveling fries in my mouth.
Well, how much clothing does the average person wear?
Looked at myself. Pants, shirt.
I've always thought you were a little bit less than average, personally. Oh well, at least you have a helmet, Kit. That's nice.
Jenny, he's already stressed. We can't do this to him now.
You got some ketchup in there? I really need some ketchup right
He's
now.
inhaling those fries. He's already taken like 6 of mine.
Yeah, well, he had like half of mine, so.
I reach over and grab another one.
How you feeling, Kit?
Yeah, I'm feeling, and I look over at Baxter, who's stressing his fries, and I go, I feel great.
Oh, the mix two of us, Kit. Mix two of us.
Really loving the board too, and again to the pals, I show off the super sick Rat Queen deck that Jess made. Loving it. Does anybody have a ball cap? I want to wear a ball cap.
I thought you were gonna wear the helmet.
Oh, what? I can't put it on top? I feel like I could do the both.
Wait, you're gonna put on a hat and then a helmet over the hat? Or are you gonna...
I'm just nervous. I don't know, Jenny. I don't know. What's gonna look coolest and look best?
If you want to look
I don't
coolest,
know.
that's something else. I'm gonna check the moped for anything.
You're looking through the moped. At this point, you find a bunch of, in this case, terrifying but useless shit. You find the firecrackers, you find the 22, and you find the rifle casings.
Yeah, the rifle.
Firecrackers. What if I do like my big move and I like pull? I guess everybody's skating at the same time, right?
Do you want to lose a finger?
Okay. All right. I was just brainstorming.
Do you like having 10 fingers? Because that's how you get 8.
I'm kind of into that. What if we set off the firecrackers for you? Because we're not going to be skating. At least I'm not.
With my knowledge and the gang's knowledge of skate competitions, is that like a wildly bad idea objectively? Is that going to be unsafe for other skaters if done so in a safest way?
It depends on how you do it.
Tyson, I feel like Baxter wouldn't ask this question, but Adam really wants to know, are there rules to this?
Jess pipes up. Yeah, like, for the most part, just don't fuck with anyone else, but coolest tricks usually win. If you do start shit, just get ready to fight them, for the most part. And maybe they're friends.
So, like, if Kit did a really sick trick, and we lit some firecrackers in the distance, but so that visually it behind her, making a really nice mise-en-scène, do you think that would fly?
That'd probably be pretty sick.
I would like to look for someone with one of those huge flannels and approach them.
Okay. You can see a, what is it? Like, probably guy, maybe, undercut, black hair kind of flopping, like this tan skin kind of stretching out his fingers and his arms as he kind of leans back, and he has a bit of a, long green and blue flannel, ripped jeans as he looks over. Hello.
Sup?
It is a pleasure.
You look, really cool. Just wondering, could I buy your shirt?
You wish to purchase my shirt?
Please?
Well, I suppose you can. But only with, I'm not certain the word in English. A cheer. As he begins to unbutton his flannel shirt, as he just hands it over to you, as he is now entirely shirtless.
You look so good, by the way. Thank you for the shirt. Are you sure you don't want like a 20 or something?
I do not get paid to undress. That is not how that works.
Well, thank you so much. And I'll take the shirt and wink and go back to my friends. And what I'm going to do to it is, first thing first, I'm going to take the bottom of like the central torso and just rip it off so that you get a cropped flannel with ragged edges and like a strip of fabric. I'm going to toss the shirt part to Kit and further process the bottom of the shirt into one like medium width strip and 2 like thin ones. And I'm going to look at her and I'm going to bend down and tie the 2 thin strips like around her pants just above her knees and put the medium-sized one like on her head.
Okay. I'll say make a tech tinker check.
Tech? Okay. Okay. I used a luck point, but I got 3 successes.
Oh, shit. Okay. In which case, Kit, anytime that you are going to be making a heart charm roll, you take an additional +3.
What? Jenny, this looks so cool.
You're welcome.
Gosh.
Kit, you might pull this off. Not that I don't have faith, but...
Oh, we're gonna pull this off. Kit's gonna be rad out there. We're gonna get the money for your brother, and he's gonna live, and then we're gonna save the world.
Tyson, after he says this, I look around. How does the competition look?
Which point, as you guys are traveling across. You arrive at the Carve, which, as mentioned previous, the Carve is not a skate park. It is an old irrigation section that has basically been turned into just the hangout spot for all of the cool kids. However, with that being the case, it looks like there's been a fair amount of work done in preparation. You can see that the irrigation tunnel is no longer in use. There's been a slight band stand that's been set up. You can see there's a number of speakers that have been hooked up to a back generator. You can see that the tunnel itself looks like it's been maybe not intricately, but really relatively well pressure washed to get rid of some of the sticks, random grime, and dirt. Still looks dirty as shit, and if you were to scratch yourself up, probably need to get some antiseptic of some sort. However, you see that it is, at least on one section, a relatively simple, just basically like not even a full half pipe, more like a half pipe, but more what is that called? Not as a steep incline getting to the top. It seems to be more going at shallower angles. However, there are other actual trick spots that have been built out of sections of wood, creating different rail lines, different gaps that you can jump from one location to the other. It's pretty cool at this point. As for competition, you can see there's quite a few people skating at this point. There's probably around 20, 25, kind of surrounded by probably another 100 people, all in a variety of states, whether it be drinking beer out of solo cups, drinking beer straight out of the bottle, or just already hammered.
Oh, whoa. Nobody said there'd be alcohol. What are we doing?
Yeah, but don't go overboard. We need to keep our game faces on.
No, well, Kit, alcohol can make you stronger and better and faster and cool.
No.
It just kind of fucks you up, honestly. Like, it's fun, but it's not like steroids or anything.
I don't think I'm gonna have any alcohol right now. Guys, I don't think you guys should either if we're going to do the firecracker thing. This is pretty high stakes.
No. I'm gonna stay, straight edge. Do we know if we have to register? Do we have to register, Kit?
Jess leans in. There's no official sort of thing.
Who even judges this competition? How?
It's not a huge amount of organization, man. Like, just gotta relax a little bit.
This seems highly unprofessional.
Look, you're gonna have the chance to tell them your name or whatever fake name you want to give them, if you even when you do make it to around the top 5.
Thanks, Jess. Yeah.
How did they raise $10,000 for this off of the books competition?
Probably gambling.
We don't ask questions.
Okay.
So, how do I start? How do we begin?
You go.
Okay. Cool. She gets the braids behind her back, and she
Before you take off, I want to kind of walk over and kind of send you and say, "Hey, Kit, I know that, I know $10,000 is a lot, and you could, use it for yourself and your family, obviously, and I think, it could help, and I just want to, I just think it's really cool that you're doing this for me and my family, is what I wanted to say. That's really cool. Thank you."
Hey, did you guys hear that? Baxter just thanked me and gave me credit for something. And I go off and I...
Quiet, everyone. I did it cool. I did it really cool.
And I zoom. I attempt to zoom.
All right. In which case, make a body move check with your +2 item.
I'm so nervous, says Kit inside her head.
But if Baxter had nails before, he does not anymore, because he is just munching them off right now.
I have 1 success out of all of them.
Okay. You ride down as you begin to just keep the warm-up going. You're able to pull off a few ollies. Are there any tricks you're trying to try off the hop?
No, I'm Kit's trying to keep it sensible right now. Yeah.
I'd like to keep an eye out for foul play.
Make a mind comprehend check.
Okay. 1 success.
You don't clock anything right off the hop, but you are keeping an eye out. After about 15 minutes pass of just warming yourself up, at which point you all hear a boom, 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 boom. It's time to drown in the raw power of Freeman XT Skate Jam. Everyone begins to scream and cheer, mostly drunkenly. Welcome to our specialty Freeman Underground XT Jam, sponsored by the XT Games out in San Francisco, also sponsored by the Red Ox Brewing Company. Specialty brews will be available on the side table. As we begin our opening act, we want to thank a few figures coming out today. We have a bit of a celebrity here, ladies and gentlemen. We have 7-time XT Skate Jam champion, Anthony Gomez. Kind of motions over as you see, for you, Kit, the first time, for Jenny, the second, a shirtless, tan gentleman riding around on his skateboard, just kind of like raising his hands up over his head before he just kind of gives a salute. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. But as we all know in an XT Jam, only one shall rise to the challenge of a true champion. Let's get this competition on the road! At which point you all watch as the other skaters begin to head towards, at this point, the western side of the tunnel. First challenge! A minute-long Trick-A-Thon. Who's ever able to combine the gnarliest set of sweet-ass tricks will move on to our top 10 competition. First competitor! As you can see that there's a shorter blonde kid, probably around 14, 15. Don't recognize him at all as he kind of nervously gets onto the board and just kind of talking to himself. Yeah. Before he pushes himself off towards one of the, probably about a 5-foot gap between these two, small ramps as he hits the air. But you can see about halfway up, he realizes, oh fuck, what have I done? Before he bails and just rolls off to the side. Oh, that is a knockout!
Tyson, are there people in white that come and pick up the people that crash and burn, or are they just...
You don't see any medics, but you do see just other people from the side just come and pick them up and begin to bring up the hill, yeah. Better luck next time, kid. Next competitor!
I'm gonna go.
Okay, you push yourself forward. What do you want to accomplish?
Struggling a bit because I don't know the names of a lot of... Grayson doesn't know the names of a lot of tricks, but I want to do something that's decently impressive.
Well, don't worry too much about the actual names of things. If you describe what you want to do with the board, you just tell me and I will set the DC accordingly.
I want to do some zigzags just to come in. I kind of want them to be aw, cool. I want to set that up. Yeah. I'm kind of gonna pretend to be a little insecure in my face and just doing my best. And then once I hit the end, I want to not stop, but drastic change, come back, and then do some... I was gonna say flippity flops, but I don't want to flip. I want to do some flippity flops and do some high jumps and come down and be
Alrighty. So for the fake out, make a body move roll, just in general.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. Now make a heart charm roll with a +3.
1 success for the heart charm.
In which case, Kit, as you ride off, at the beginning, you're immediately just doing some side-to-side rolls. You can immediately see some people are just like groaning. You can occasionally hear a drunken boo. So, however, Kit, as you hit the end of the course, you go into a board slide, dragging the heels forward before you immediately turn back, kick, get back forward. As you immediately look towards the gap where the kid just immediately bailed on, you're able to generate enough speed before you are able to hop the gap in the air.
If I may, as I'm hopping the gap, I want to turn to where the bulk of the audience, or what seems like people who are watching are, and I want to go, okay, I want to put my hands up near my face as if I'm holding something, and in a rat-like motion go, then land.
As you heel flip in the air, able to twist your body so you yourself are spinning 360 degrees. The board stays the same as you just do that chittering sound as you land on the board and land on the other side, no problem. As there's just a quiet moment before, woo! As the crowd just erupts. Now, I don't know what the hell that thing was in the middle, but that was cool as hell. Great job, Rat Queen.
She's waving and smiling as she skates back to get out of the way for the next.
At which point you get back to the other side as the rest of the competitors go through. Of the 25 there, 12 of which are either eat shit or otherwise keep to really basic tricks and usually get booed out of the competition compared to everyone else. The only close call is that there are 2 who have to go into a little bit of a skate off to try to challenge each other's abilities. However, that goes off without a hitch, leaving this one girl with a long blonde braid just kind of kicks up the board and shoots everyone the finger as she comes back victorious. As Anthony Gomez looks down towards you, Kit. Very well done, Rat Queen.
Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Round 2! Thank you, everyone who decided to eat shit on the last competition. We appreciate you being a bunch of fucking pussies and getting out of the way. Of course, we're joking here, all in good fun. Please feel free, if you're feeling a little bit achy after that last run, why not try a Red Ox beverage off on the nearby beverage table. As you can see, just a variety of the skaters that were immediately kicked out are either solidly or just offhand just like celebrated with the other people who have lost and are just beginning to drink.
Question 1, what's the demographic breakdown of the skate competition? Is it mostly college kids with a couple younger teens, or is it even kind of...
Yes, you are looking around. It seems to be a lot of college kids. However, as you're looking around, I'd say you notice maybe 2/3 college kids, 1/3 kids around your age. Round 2, flat ground tricks. All of our competitors will be required to perform the best flat ground combo that they can. No ramps, no grinds, just strictly one chain combo. We will be narrowing down to only 3 competitors, so make it count.
I want to watch a few people go first because I'm confused about flat ground.
Which point you see Anthony goes out first. As he hits the center, you can see he stops before jumping up, going into a kick flip to flick the board sideways before he catches it in the air where the board is upside down. He catches one of the trucks using his other foot to wedge upwards at the front of the board, essentially landing it on the tail of the essentially the dark side of the board. and uses it to balance there before he flips the board. Instead of flipping it sideways end over end, he spins it so that the front sections spin sideways before he late flips and kicks the board again, spinning it into a position where the spin suddenly changes course and he lands on his feet. He goes through a series of different other tricks that follow after. He flips the board primo, which means he is able to flip it so that way he's standing on the wheels. He then begins to do like a weird, almost like stepladder thing where he uses the forward momentum of his feet to not end over end, but sideways. So he steps off the board, swings the back end forward, and then steps onto the front wheel and keeps doing that back and forth. If you want to see true inspiration for this, watch Rodney Mullen in the 1980s skateboarding. He does all this crazy shit. Anyway, by the end of it, he's able to flip the board back, lands back on his feet as the crowd goes nuts.
I sink into my hands.
I'm gonna try to do some. I want to step it up now. Like, I went in with the fake earlier. Kid's gonna like really try to show off for this area as much. Like, it's not gonna be the big thing intended with the firecrackers, but she is going to do her best to use the fact that she's like kind of a smaller human than a lot of these older humans around her to really like get up in the air, flip around with her board. Ideally, I think it would be cool if I could try to do something like a little somersault, whether, you know, ideally to make it look super cool with the board, but I think a somersault is in the works for the last bit if I can do really well. She's pretty nimble.
I'm trying to think. So a somersault as in, like, do you mean like a flip?
Like make my body tight and like flip and then land on the board.
Okay. In which case, please make a body move check with that +2.
Okay. I have only one success right now. Can I roll for a charm thing after?
Sure. Make a heart charm roll.
If it works. I don't know if it'll work. I just want to roll with it. Okay, that's also one.
Go through a series of tricks. They don't flow as well as Antony's kind of repertoire, but you get the sense Antony's been doing this for a long time. It probably took him a while to figure that out. However, while it doesn't flow as easily, you're able to do a few board flips, able to get it up off the ground. You are even able to, at one point, go in, essentially using one foot to kick yourself upwards, grab the front of the board, and nearly land back on your feet and on the board. However, you're moving a little bit too quickly, and you land chest down. However, you catch yourself on the board, where you just pull, you knock the wind out of your stomach, but you are still rolling. And everyone does go, ooh, huh? Hey.
With my one charm, I want to go, yeah, who wants to go to Chuck E. Cheese?
You can see everyone just continues shouting Rat Queen just like over top of that as if they'd never heard it. You do notice the one 12-year-old kid just kind of like, oh. And just looks disappointed while no one else seems to shout it. Which point, the competition gets very close. You're watching the people in front of you as they begin to go through their own variety of tricks. There are some people who can't land their tricks properly. There's also some that are just very uninspired and immediately get booed out. However, you do have one other person. As you get down to about the bottom 4, the last person to go, it is now just you, Antony, the blonde girl with the long braid, and you can see that it's a spiky-haired guy, kind of leather jacket, what are those called? Tank top underneath. Seems to be jorts that are up way too high, as a series of long earrings kind of dangling, as he's able to get a few interesting tricks in there, before he flips out, lands back on the board. Wah! Wally's here! As the crowd begins to woo! Before the announcer, well, we've got ourselves a death match. Wally and the Rat Queen face off.
I'm leaving my heart out here right now. I'm working very hard to skate and do cool things. I literally want to skate circles around this older guy. Literally like figure eights on his trajectory. I got 3 successes.
You begin pulling as many tricks as possible, just using every ounce of energy. As you are concentrated so much, heel flicks, kick flips, you even do an impossible, which at this point in the 1980s, no one has ever seen before. They have no idea what this trick is. As you land it, you just see that Wally isn't even skating at this point. He's like, no guys, my jorts are cool. I'm not a poser. I'm not a poser, dude. Why? Why, dude?
Kit wipes the back of her hand across her forehead, with some sweat off there, and points over to her group of pals, and like does some like I point over to my friends.
I picture Baxter in the middle, and then us on the sides, and we're like, yeah! And Baxter just, like, desolate.
Well, it seems that the rat has finally freed Willie. Wally? What the fuck's his name? Who gives a shit? Final round. This last round. Hardcore mode. Whoever pulls off the single greatest trick wins the competition. This trick can be anything. Ramps, grinds. All it needs to be is absolutely radical.
I look at my competition. Does Blondie look like she wants to go?
She does as she kind of looks over towards you before she just kicks off forward.
She's pretty cool.
She is some of the strongest competition I have ever encountered. The same as yourself. It is wonderful to see that women are getting into the skating scene as well. It has been a male-dominated location, and it's always a breath of fresh air to see new competition coming into the skate scene.
Right on, man. And I turn to watch what Miss Blondie's got to offer.
First up, the Mockingbird. You can see she looks behind where you guys are located to where essentially the irrigation tunnel does have a large ring, like a full pipe, where the grate goes in about maybe 3 feet. So there's about a 3-foot gap from the edge before it just goes into this open irrigation plane. As she looks at it, looks to a slight edge where you can see that it just goes grass down to concrete. As she immediately picks up her board and runs to the top. We've got an interesting trick on the way, ladies and gentlemen. As she gets to the apex, as she gets on the top, begins to ride down the patchy grass before she's able to ollie onto this narrow concrete slab that shoots down, probably about a 3 feet wide, travels down before she hops again, going into the actual tunnel. She gets up about 3/4 of the way before her speed suddenly stops and smokes the bottom, probably about a 10-foot drop from top to bottom before she rolls out of the side and begins to roll down as there's just a ooh! Looks like the little lady needs some help. You can see that Anthony goes over, begins to pick her up as she forces away his hand just before she looks around to everyone and just kind of looks down at herself, just kind of covered in rainwater and whatever kind of piles of like just old like weather and debris and shit before she just storms off the side.
Damn, that was brutal.
1 down. 2 competitors left. Will Mr. Gomez take another championship, or will the queen herself usurp his throne? In which case, do you mind if I go first?
Yeah, man. You can go ahead.
I've had a new trick for a while I wanted to try. Let us see how well it works. As he kicks out, seems relatively simple at first, as he just begins to ride out a little bit before you see he bends down, plants his hands, and lifts himself up, going into a full handstand on the board. As you see the crowd begins to cheer and kind of whistle, you see holds himself, grabs the edge, pushes off, flips the board beneath him, catches himself in the handstand, nollies, and is able to get the edge of the board balanced as he himself is balancing off of it on one hand, making probably about probably, wait, how tall is that? Maybe an 8-foot tall line of just board and then him balancing there before he is able to spin, flick the board, kick downwards, and land back on his feet and ride off.
Baxter's so torn between how cool it is and knowing that the cooler it is, the worse his chances are.
The king of the games has made his mark. Now, what will the queen say in response?
Kit, during that, Kit had taken another kind of one of the things that are wrapped around her knees, and kind of like put it in her waistband, 'cause she's planning to do something with it if it works out. Okay, I'm very brave, and I take a second on the edge, and I take a deep breath.
At which point you see from the side, Jess just leans out. You got this! Remember, you're cool as shit. You can also take a +1 for leadership from Jess.
I'm gonna, because I don't think I did a somersault last time, right? Like I didn't roll high enough. I want to do somersault in the air. I don't care how this happens. I want a somersault in the air if I can, and I want this guy was upside down. Yeah, okay. I want a somersault and then land upside. I want to land upside down, and I want to like walk on my hand. My hands would be holding on to either side of the board, and I want to walk on the board, and move like that. Yeah. And then, pointed feet, actually, because I doubt that the skaters here have that kind of technique. I'm going to think of Olivier as I point my toes and kick around a little bit. And then, yeah, that's the mean just... And let's, see how this works, okay?
Okay. So, in which case, you're looking at your scenario.
Okay.
You can, as far as the amount of somersaults are concerned, there's a slight jump where you can probably get 1 somersault in and then attempt to land upside down. If you want to go bigger than that, you're gonna have to take the route that Mockingbird took to launch yourself, not doing a full loop unless you want to, and then launching yourself into it.
I'll attempt that. Just to do what I did, because depending on how I roll, then I want to do more. But this is just.
In which case, body move check, +2 with the board, +1 with Jess.
+2, +1. I got 2. If I use a luck point to roll oh wait, no, I still have to roll 3 more. But if I choose to use a luck point, do I have to take the second one?
No, I believe you only have to re-roll dice that you don't want.
Oh, yes! Okay, I'm gonna use a luck point for that, if I may.
Absolutely.
sorry. That's 5.
Woo! Damn!
I want to do that, and I want to do more. I want to keep going on my hands, and then I want to, I'm talking, like, elegance, okay? I am bringing the eleganza here. I want to, kind of like, a la, what are they called? A la synchronized swimmers with the gracefulness of my legs moving in the air. And then I, move back over on the board. And I'm going to skirt around and turn around. I don't know if there's, words for an equivalent of, what a half pipe would be. Something that's going to get me up in the air again. And then I want to loop-de-loop. And as I'm loop-de-looping in the air, I release the little strip of, the fabric of the flannel. And I hit a pose in the air, and the flannel is attached to my back to look like a tail. And I am poised in the air as I say, what was I gonna say? Yeah. As I say, squeak, squeak, motherfuckers!
So, Kit, you get to the top of the hill, as you can see the announcer. It seems the queen is looking to make her claim. Will she do it, or will she fall apart? As you take a second to breathe before you ollie slightly, begin to travel down the hill, you immediately see the slight outcropping. You drop down, land. You can immediately feel yourself getting a lot of speed right now. However, as you land, you're suddenly hit with the memory of the, the Mockingbird land on the other side and begin to do it and fall. But you remember that she was still trying to stand. She wasn't using as much of her weight that she could. At which point, as you land, you immediately go into a crouch to generate as much speed as possible as you speed down the side. Hop only slightly as your one wheel nearly catches the edge. As you use that to your advantage, clip it as you lock yourself onto the rim of the actual pipe. You begin grinding slightly first as sparks begin to fly from the side of the pipe, grinding against your trucks as you do a full loop off to the side before you're able to kick off with just the excess speed, leap forward in the air. You are able to grab the front, hold it to your body, 1, 2, 3 flips as you have to use your shoulder to help land the impact. As you recapture some of the motion forward, you immediately grab the strip, put it behind you, push yourself upwards, immediately use the excess speed to lead to the slight, not as steep ramp. Use it, push yourself up, and begin to go into a back flip with the tail in the air. As you shout that out, as Kit, you then, with the backflip, force your feet onto the board midair and land on the board, land on your wheels as the place explodes. People are screaming. There is no sounds aside from the sound of just absolute cheers as the entire collection of people just storm down the irrigation tunnel and just begin just running straight for you, Kit.
I'm smiling and acknowledging people, but Kit is gonna try to dodge. Oh my gosh, you know what she's gonna do? She's still wearing her clothes, I feel like, under the flannel. She's gonna take the flannel stuff off and kind of leave it there, pick up the board, and try to sneakily, even if I need to roll for it stealthily, I want to go find Baxter.
Okay, make a body sneak check.
I'm part of that crowd that's coming in to smush you, and so I'll be like, oh, she's gone.
I just got a 1.
You immediately, just very quickly, as they storm upon you, and immediately terrifying, as You begin to pull off the new sections of clothes as you suddenly feel you are taken off your feet as you are now crowd surfing on this huge section as everyone just collectively is shouting, "Rat Queen! Rat Queen! Rat Queen!" as you take the opportunity to pull the extra, like, bits of cloth off as you hold onto your board.
No, wait, I'm cool because I want to keep it now. I don't want to lose it. My plan wasn't working. I got caught. I want to keep
Okay,
it.
at which point you are just going with the crowd surf as other people just begin to be tossed up into the crowd surf just for fun as the announcer looks forward. And now the Queen owns the throne. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the XT Jam. Our next location will be in Boston. Make sure to check us out in 2 weeks. Thank you again, and until next time, rock on.
I'm trying to aim, like, my body weight to take me towards Baxter.
You get to the edge of the crowd. At this point, everyone just seems to be just celebrating together and just going into like a full mosh. Rat Queen, Rat Queen. As you head over to Baxter.
I don't think I'm very hard to spot. I have not joined the crowd. Like, wherever I was stationed, I just kind of stood there in thanks and awe as everyone the wave of humans rushed past. I think I'd be very apparent, just kind of standing solitary.
Hey! Half expecting Baxter to have not watched the entire thing. What do you think? It's okay, I'm asking you because I know you're gonna be honest. You're gonna be able to give me some pointers.
That was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Kit throws her hands around Baxter and gives a hug.
Back in shock because I don't think hugs, or at least not like reciprocated hugs or something that comes. I'm sure his mom hugs him and kisses him all the time, but kind of shock for a moment and then kind of gently puts his arms around and then kind of tightens them up as you kind of hear a brief amount of sobbing in your ear as you realize that everything's gonna be okay.
We did it. We did it.
You did it. You did it.
And I turn away and, like, Kit has some water in her eyes too, but she's, like, not acknowledging it, and hopes that Baxter doesn't notice.
I'm off kind of rubbing my own tears. I wouldn't have noticed it.
Where are the other two?
I missed that Kit got, like, picked up by the crowd because most people here are taller than me. So I'm still, like, looking around the center where all the skating happened. It's like, where'd you go?
Hey, Jenny, over here!
Red Queen!
That was so cool! And I give her a big hug, and I was like, oh my gosh, that last...
Oh my god, you were amazing!
Stop! Okay, that last trick was so cool, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without your genius engineering of clothes skills.
Oh my gosh, it was all you.
Kit grabs Jenny's hand like we're in the club, and I try to look for Olivier.
Where's Jess, too? We lost Jess.
Oh yeah, where's Jess?
So it's really easy to find Olivier. You just find him standing out in the middle of the crowd. Seems to have a can of beer in his hand, probably half gone at this point, still like very, very like full. However, he just seems to be just entirely faded. He's just gone. At which point, as you are walking back up the hill towards the announcing stand, you see a very familiar shirtless figure step up, kind of wade through the crowd and go, "Ah, Rat Queen, you did fine work out there."
And I turn to the and I kind of if I'm still near Jenny, I like grab onto her shoulder, but not her shoulder, like just the fabric.
I thought you were gonna say ponytail.
Actually, I like that better. I grab onto her ponytail.
What?
I don't pull it, but I'm just kind of holding it. And you go, Mr. Gomez, thank you.
Yeah, the shirt really came in handy.
I'm glad that it was of assistance.
I didn't know you were such a good skater.
It is very cool to see new people, especially Americans, getting interested in skating, as it were.
Is skating not American?
Yes, but I am from Spain, so I am used to Spanish skateboarding. Slightly different, but it is very cool. Not very often to see young people getting into skateboarding, and in Spain there is a age requirement for official tournaments. I myself lie when I get into tournaments.
So how old are you?
I'm 15.
Oh my god. Really?
Yes.
You look older.
Yes, I use that to my advantage. It is a bit faux pas, but I figure if I can, why not?
Wow. So you've won 7 times? When did you start? Like 12?
Well, I started skateboarding when I was around 9. I started to get into competitions around 13.
So, do you like date Americans?
All right, so we're gonna head out. Well, perhaps I will be around for a little while if you all seem cool. If you wish to hang, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Gomez. You fucking rock. We're gonna dip. Thanks. At which point Jess begins to lead you all. Come on. We're gonna go and get the money.
I whisper to Jenny, I'm like, hey, Baxter was totally crying earlier. I feel kind of bad, but also excited.
It's okay, he does that sometimes. Just don't, mention it, because he gets really embarrassed.
He shouldn't be embarrassed. It's really good and healthy to cry. I stopped whispering and looked over, and then I stopped talking in case that Baxter heard. I don't think he did, but... Okay, cool. Let's go get the moolah.
All right. You guys head over to the main tent where you can see the announcer sitting there. Looks over towards you, Kit. Hey, so it was really impressive seeing you out there, young lady. That's very cool.
Thanks. I'm honestly feeling a little overwhelmed, but you know what they say, you're only as good as the weakest member of your team, and thank God Baxter's strong.
Anyway, so, based on your performance out there, I do want to give you some very impressive news. I myself am known as Mr. Rodney Oxenford. I'm a representative for XT Jams. It's largest extreme sports network. You maybe have seen us on TV. But as one of the representatives, I'm here to both announce, but also to look out for some new talent. And I would like you to really consider if you would be interested in joining a bit of a, potentially the Pro League.
Kit looks like a ton of bricks just hit her. Wow! Mr. Oxenford? That would be really cool. I don't really know what that looks like, but I think I would be interested.
Well, I got a contract here. Just pulls out and it's just a thick...
Do you just carry those around?
In specific circumstances, yes. So, as you can see here, as per this contract, you will have a 1-year deal with the XT Jams. In doing so, you'll also get a sponsored photo shoot to put on the front of Thriller magazine. And you'll also be, as a special little thing here, you'll be the first female pro skateboarder as per produced out of the United States. So that'll be, progressive.
This is all very exciting to me, and I'm interested. However, I'm afraid I can't sign anything until I have my appointed manager, Jennifer, look it over for me.
I'm gonna pull my ponytail out of her grip.
You seem a little young to be a manager.
Yes, I am. And do you have a business card, actually?
I do. Here you go.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. So obviously we can't sign on site.
Of course.
But I'll take this. I'll send it to our legal department, and we'll get in touch. Thanks.
Please. Thank you. Yeah, we're very excited about this opportunity. We hope you deeply consider it. And also, kind of pulls off, as you can see, a large trophy, hands it over towards you. And also, just slams a briefcase onto the table.
Great. And do we pay tax on this?
No, you can, this is tax exempt.
Oh, great. Thanks so much.
Have a good day.
Okay, so bye.
Shouldn't we check the briefcase first?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Pop the latches, open it, as you see in front of you, a single cashier's check for $10,000. It is otherwise empty.
Cool, a free briefcase.
I pick up the check. This is $10,000, and you take it to a bank and say, I would like $10,000 towards my house, and they say, here you go, have a good day.
It'll be a few days to wire the cash over, but yes.
Less than 2 weeks?
Yeah, should be somewhere between 4 to 6 days.
Okay. Thank you.
That's great.
Do we put it back in the briefcase, or do we put it in the pocket? What do we do?
How secure are your pockets?
I look down my pocket. I put my hand into my pocket and I reach it out the other end. Not good.
Let's keep it in the briefcase for now.
Alrighty.
Kit holds the briefcase. Oh yeah, we leave. But as we're walking, Kit is holding the briefcase around the front of her chest and holding it to her chest. Yeah, she's hugging the briefcase and she goes, guys, and kind of falls behind, and Kit crumbles. Kit crumbles to the grass on the ground and cries and just sobs. And I am like, I can't believe I did that. I was so scared, you guys.
Gonna crouch so I don't get grass stains on my jeans and kind of put my arm around her. You were so cool.
Yeah, it was so cool. and Anthony was so cool.
He was also pretty cool.
And even Mockingjay was cool. And this was crazy. And Baxter, I'm so fucking happy we did this.
I kind of get down in front of Ken. I kind of grab her face in my hands. I'm like,
yeah.
Not quite as aggressive.
That's what I do.
It is what you, and see, I do the really cool things, and you do the hands on the face thing. So we're
okay, but your hands are a little sweaty, so that's a note for you.
They're very sweaty because I was nervous. But you saved my brother's life. That's the coolest thing anyone can do.
Let's go save Riley.
Go.
And I stand up and I run.
Rat Queen.
Okay. On the moped. You guys. Well, actually, who's driving?
We're all in the passenger seats waiting for someone to take charge.
I can try to drive. What do I roll for driving?
Body move. However, as you guys are piling in, Jess stands off to the side. Well, that was wild, guys.
Yeah, thanks again, Jess. That was crazy. I couldn't have done it without your board. For real.
Well, enjoy it. All right, nerds. I'm off. Be careful. Don't let this guy drive.
What is the trophy super big? What's it like?
Can we give it to Jess? Let's give it to Jess to put up in the shake place.
So you want to make her carry it home? I mean, it's kind of heavy.
Yeah, but it also looks like you guys are going to be cramped as shit with it. I can take care of it.
You're so helpful.
I try my best.
Okay, I'm going to roll for a transport.
Alrighty.
Okay, it's a 1.
One success. Okay. Takes a little bit to get it started. As you drive off, heading towards the glue factory, you arrive at the front gates, unchain them, push it off to the side. Before heading up the trail, you guys arrive where, to the ladder, you can see that there's very dim light coming from the second floor. As you guys climb the ladder, you can immediately see Riley and Levi are just seem to be playing some sort of card game. Got tossed in the middle as they immediately turn towards the group of you. Oh, hey.
I hold out the briefcase, front facing to him.
Takes it. Pops it open.
That's what we needed, right? So we need to save our family and our home and you.
Yeah. How'd you get this?
I point to get she won the competition. She did loop-de-loops and there was explosions and everyone shouted rat queen, and it was incredible.
Hey, your brother did a lot to help too. That's seriously a cool guy.
Man, I'm sorry, I'm just speechless. This is... Levi kind of looks over. Hey, let me see. Riley shows him the check. Levi looks over. Whoa, okay, so... In which case, I guess, like, we can make extra tomorrow, you know?
Wait, what?
No, this is over.
Yeah, you can't go do the crimes. You'll totally die.
You came to an agreement with me. We had a trust here.
Yeah, I mean, look, Levi, I get... What about me? What about my cut? Huh? We were supposed to get more tomorrow. 10 grand to cover for you and whatever left for me. Yeah, look, I mean, I understand the disappointment, but look, like, I've changed my mind. You changed your mind!
What do you even need the money for?
I don't know. What does anyone need money for?
So get a job.
Are you any good at skating, man?
No.
Okay, no, like, I did have a pretty cool idea about having you secretly wear, like, a bulletproof vest under your shirt, and then if you got shot, you could, like, secretly be like, ha, actually, I wasn't shot. But that idea probably wouldn't work. It's kind of complicated.
Why are you guys talking about me getting shot so much? I don't understand.
'Cause if you do crime, police shoot at you. That's just sort of how it works.
Well, that's why you don't get caught.
Yeah, but you're not good at not getting caught. We're like 14, and we tracked you down in 2 hours.
Okay. Hey, let's not get anyone here excited. Look, we have what we need. Let's just go home now, and then everything else can be worked out. Let's just go home now, please.
Yeah. Levi just merely fucking blows. Just stands up and storms out, heading down the ladder.
Bye, Levi.
I go over to Riley. I get closer to Riley, and I'm like, "Hey, I know you don't really know me, but your brother and those pals over there, they really pulled through. Well, Baxter really pulled us together to pull through for you today, and I get that it's your life. You're gonna do what you want to do." But a lot of people worked really hard to get this for you today, because, well, your brother cares about you, and we care a lot about your brother.
I don't mean to be rude. You can tell me the point?
Point is, don't do that tomorrow. This could really, like, this kind of thing, I'm not trying to say anything with this, but this could really change my mom's life too, hey? But we care about your brother, and this is why we did this. Simply put, it wouldn't be fucking cool, man.
I made a deal. I'm not gonna do anything tomorrow.
You better not.
Do you mind if I get a moment alone with my brother?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Baxter, you're sitting there alone with Riley. I'm sorry. I didn't let you in on this sooner. I suppose I didn't give you enough credit.
Maybe moving forward, then, we can have a little bit more of a back and forth on things. Especially if it involves our family, or you, or our house, or just anything. So brothers are for.
That sounds good. So in which case, I want to pull you into something I've got in mind. This, it's a fair amount of money. We wouldn't necessarily have to go back home.
But I thought the whole reason you were getting the money was to save the house. Did you ever actually plan on doing that?
Yeah, I was. And then... But I realized I was doing that for us. I wasn't doing it for Mom and Dad. Look, I know you weren't home when... Look, when Mom and Dad told me what was going on, let's just say that we didn't end things on very nice terms. You know, Mom didn't say too much, but you know, Dad, he can... When things don't go his way, he can be a little bit of an asshole. And look, I get it. I get that he tried to work so hard to get us what we wanted, but I don't even know. So, you know, maybe the better move is not even pay off the house. Maybe the better move is we can find something. Let them deal with it.
Where would we go? Do we just get an apartment in town, or do we go away?
I mean, maybe we could find something on the outside of town. I'm going to be 18 soon, but I guess we would have to leave. Because I'm sure Mom and Dad will start calling people to get you back.
They're not going to stop looking for us.
No. Sorry, I'm talking crazy. No.
No, I mean, it's not a crazy idea. We only need each other, right?
Yeah. Well, I figure it. It's always worked in the past.
I want to. I really do. I do. But there's something that kind of keeps pulling me back a little bit. And it's not something I want to deal with, but I'm concerned that if I get too far away, then I'm not going to have the tools I need to handle it.
He just laughs a little bit at that. Look, you don't have to try and convince me. I understand you got your friends here, and or maybe one of them.
All I'm saying is when I kind of started out doing all this, I was really happy to just go with my flow, go with my vibe, and just run away. And I didn't want to believe anything that was happening, but it's not really up to me to believe, I guess. Things just kind of happen, and I just kind of have to go along with it, right? And it took me a long time, but I did come to terms with that, and I don't think I can leave. Not yet. Maybe soon, but not yet.
Hey, that's okay. No stress. Like I said, it's a far-flung idea. If you found friends and people who really care about you, you gotta hold on to that too.
Trust me, I've been hearing a lot. I'm trying a lot of crazier things in your idea have been happening. So let's not say never. Let's just say not now. Okay?
Well, and how about maybe I'll find a spot that I can lay low for a little bit. Not do anything stupid, but just hang out. Give us some time to think. And when we want to go home, if we want to go home, we'll figure it out then, huh?
Okay. I can agree with that. As long as we're together and you don't run off.
No. Any idea where I can go?
I know one place, but it's getting a little crowded.
Which point we hard cut to a garage door opening. Hello? Hey, Mr. McPherson. Oh, hello! It's the boy who stole my property. Yeah, you noticed that. I've come to return it. So I just borrowed it. Ah! The true law of taking something illegally and then giving it back. I've done that many a time. I respect it as he takes the hammer.
Hey, Riley, maybe you can grow up to be this guy.
You know, legit, there's much worse things in the world. God forbid I become a politician.
Also, I love getting to ride in a car again, so thank you for that.
Oh, of course. It's, what is it? Your skateboarder, she got good moves on a moped. Didn't expect that. Also, is the other guy, I always get it mixed up. Olivier, is he still hammered? How much did he drink?
Like half a can. Like, it might have even been just one sip, honestly. I don't even think he's drunk. I think he's just in character. Mr. McPherson, can I ask a bit of a favor of you that I think is uniquely specified for your talents?
What is that?
Can you look over a contract and let us know if there's anything in it that may be taking advantage of us or trying to rip us off in any way, shape, or form?
Absolutely! Mr. McPherson gets straight to work.
What time is it?
At this point, it's getting around 10 o'clock.
Okay. It's been a really long day.
I think we're gonna stay here tonight. Maybe for the next little bit. If that's okay with you, Mr. McPherson.
What? Sure.
Yeah, okay, cool. Do you guys wanna, what are we doing? Hop on the moped? We'll drive everybody home.
I'll take a ride if it's on offer.
Let's go on a moped drive.
No need to roll. You are, at this point, you've gotten used to it. You are able to deliver Jenny to the front door of her home. As you drop her off, you are able to drive off. And Jenny, as you walk up the main steps to the front door, as you see your friends drive off, you approach and you hear a...
Can I tell anything of the tone of this conversation?
Very coarse, like shouting.
Oh. Okay, I'll check myself over for, like, I don't know, skate debris or some shit. Tuck flashlight back in my fanny pack, because I'm not supposed to have stolen it. Take a deep breath and open the door.
You walk inside, as you can immediately hear from the living room as the door squeaks open. Well, I can't say I'm absolutely enthused by the fact that ever since I've been back here, you've been on the bottle. You've been sucking that thing like a fucking toddler. Don't you dare tell me what I should be doing with my time, James. You haven't been exactly been making it easy for me while you've been here. Oh, I'm sorry. What exactly is that supposed to mean? I've been here by myself while you've been doing God knows what out at that fucking laboratory bullshit. Like, what? What do you expect me to do? Nothing, James. I expect you to do nothing. That's the whole problem.
I'm gonna walk loudly as if I've just come in. Hey!
There as you see your father lean side. Jenny, where the hell have you been?
I was hanging out with my friends.
Don't bother her, James. No! You've been gone for so fucking long. And you didn't even have the decency to tell us?
I mean, this is what I usually do.
Oh, great. So you just let your daughter roam around without any kind of supervision. You know she's been cutting class, right?
Just a little.
Sweetheart, we can talk about this later. No, I think we should talk about it right now. You say you care about your cheer team, your athletics.
Yeah?
So? You're cutting class, staying up late at night, not telling us anything. Where do you go? What are you doing?
I don't know, just around the city.
Just wandering around. And you think that's a productive use of your time? Where are your grades at?
They're fine. It's the beginning of the year, Dad.
So, okay. So then we shouldn't be concerned about our daughter turning into a deadbeat just because she's finding more interest wandering around the city? Like, seriously.
I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration. I don't think I'm gonna be a deadbeat.
Is it? Then show me your report cards. I want to see them. Because obviously I haven't been around enough to be able to properly look at them. And hey, I'll call that as I see it.
Yeah, whose choice was that? Huh?
You think I want this? You think I want to be spending all this time away from home?
I don't know.
I'm doing this for you.
Okay.
I do this
fine.
for you to
Thank
make sure you're
you.
going to get a better life, be able to go to university, get to do whatever the hell it is you want to get up to, cheering professionally or whatever the fuck. But I don't understand why you are taking all of this grace that your mother and I are working very hard to get towards you and throwing it all away for your friends.
I'm not throwing it away. I'm making connections.
Will you shut the fuck up, James? I said let her be. As far as she is concerned, there's only one parent in this room. get out. You can't tell me to get out of my own house. I guess I'll have to force you out then, huh?
Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Guys, I mean, Mom, like, okay, sure, we're fighting, but it seems like a little much. Why don't we, go to bed and talk about it in the morning?
Make a charm heart check.
I'm conflicted because I want to see what happens if it doesn't work. But I also haven't used my pride yet. Okay, 2 successes. Whatever.
You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, Jennifer. It's been a long day. Your mother's been having a few drinks. You know, it's been a blessing that you've been gone for so long. It has been an absolute joy to not have such a misogynist, dipshit, whack-a-mole bitch in my house, because I am just able to sleep better at night knowing that you don't have to use me as your personal fuck pole, but instead fuck other people.
Wait. That was really mean. But Dad, are you, like, cheating?
Your mother's talking crazy.
That's what people say when they're cheating.
She's been a little bit too much into the drink. Oh, you know what? This is a fantastic opportunity. How about you tell Jenny everything you've been up to while you've been away? Maybe all the people that you're talking to while you're not spending time with your daughter, or, you know, all the great amount of money that you're making, even though I'm financing the house. It's interesting where all that money goes, huh? Huh, Jamesy boy. But don't worry, I don't take it personally. I knew from the moment that I married you, I was going to have to look after myself.
So this is like a big fight. I thought this was like a normal fight, and this is a really, really big fight. And like, are you guys gonna get divorced?
So your mother just kind of grabs a wine bottle from a side table. You know what, sweetheart? I damn well hope so. She unpops it, swigs, and walks up the stairs.
Just look after her, look at my dad. I'm not sure what to do.
Go to your room, sweetheart.
Yep. Okay. Good plan. Night. As I go up the stairs, I'm gonna, like, see where Mom got off to. Is she in her room?
Make a mind comprehend check.
She in her secret lab off of her room. I like that you always, every time I go home, you ambush me with something. You're gonna give me a complex.
Yep.
Oh, shit. 2 successes.
2 successes. Stay still for a moment. As you can hear crying immediately to your left. The study.
I'm gonna go to the study.
You very slowly open the door as you can...
Mom?
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
As you can see, she's just sitting at her desk. You can see she's just staring forward. I'm sorry you had to see that, sweetheart. I've been under a lot of stress recently. Yeah.
Gonna walk over to her and, like, put my hand on her shoulder.
She immediately flinches before...
oh, jeez. Sorry.
No, that's okay, honey. She immediately just closes a binder very suddenly before setting it off to the side.
So, quick question. How drunk are you right now? Like 1 bottle? Like 2 bottles?
No, I haven't even fully finished my first. But I haven't drank in a little bit. But I'm not so drunk that what I said was untrue.
So, you don't love Dad?
No.
Am I gonna have to, like, go back and forth? I mean, Dad doesn't even live here, right? Usually, so...
Sweetheart, don't worry about that right now, okay?
Well, what should I worry about? Because this is a lot, actually.
Looks around. Kind of leans back. I'm not dreaming right now, am I, sweetie? You're really here, right?
Yeah, I think so, but I'm kind of getting worried because you're not... I'm gonna just, like, touch her, like, try and make physical contact.
Mm-hmm. You grab hold of her.
And, like, jiggle her around a little bit.
Definitely awake.
Okay, what is going on? Why do people keep asking me if I'm real?
You immediately see the color rush from her face. Who else has been asking if you're real?
I don't know, just someone.
Jenny, she immediately turns to you. I need you to tell me exactly who told that to you.
Gonna let go and back up a step. Well, what do you care? You're busy fighting with Dad and telling me not to worry about stuff, so don't worry about this.
Was it one of your friends? Like, Olivier, right? Or Kit, or Baxter?
How do you... I didn't know you were paying attention.
Look. Okay. People are saying that you're not real. Is there anything else weird going on?
Do you think there might be? Did something happen?
Sweetheart, I need you to tell me. Please.
I mean, a little. Well, what do you mean?
I don't know what I mean. I need you to tell me.
Mom, you're freaking me out. Is something going on? With your experiments?
Make a heart charm roll.
One success.
At which point she stands up, heads towards the door, closes, switches the lock, comes back. Sweetheart, I cannot tell you what's going on at the loop.
So there is something going on.
I can't say, because if I do, you could get hurt.
Oh, I could get hurt? If you tell me what's going on?
There are people who want to keep things very quiet. There are things going on to try... because if I tell you... Because I don't know if someone isn't going to try and kill us.
Well, why don't you tell me about it and we can figure it out? I'm really good at being quiet. If I need to.
Means that there are people at my work who have a lot of power and a lot of sway. And if they don't get what they want, very, very bad things could happen to us, to Olivier and his parents, to Baxter, to Kit, to everyone.
I'm gonna wrap my arms around myself. Well, what do they want?
Yes, they want things kept very quiet.
Mom, you have to tell me. Stuff has been happening, okay? Fine, I admit it. Weird shit. And I don't really know what to do about it.
What weird things?
Like, I don't know, like bopping around in time and space, I think. and like robots and like, I don't know, just it's been weird. And you really just need to tell me what's going on, because otherwise I'm gonna go ask them myself. And clearly you don't want that, so you just need to tell me.
Make another heart charm roll with a +2.
I think with the +2, it's pretty likely that I'll get it. So I'm just gonna tag my pride for a success.
Okay. Also roll.
Oh, right, because I can get extra.
Because this one requires more than one success.
Oh, shit. 2 successes with the pride included.
She comes up to you, takes your hands.
I'm a little wary, but I let it happen.
Sweetheart, something very bad is happening and has happened. You are here, but you are also in the loop. And it's time for me to break you out. And that is where we're going to end off this episode. Which point, it is now time to get to the experience point section of our episode. Number 1, did you participate? Yes. Number 2, have you been in trouble because of your problem or your relationships?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Number 3, did you use or struggle with your pride? Number 4, did you put yourself at risk for the other kids?
Someone already did this episode.
Rat, queen, rat, queen.
And number 5, have you learned something new?
Yep.
At which point, is there anything that people would like to plug?
I would like to plug the Montreal Fringe Festival, which is happening this year. And as of this recording, lottery submissions are still open. So if you're in Montreal and you want to put on a little bit of no-budget theater, or at least get the opportunity to, you can enter into the lottery and you might get a slot, and then you can perform as part of the festival. It's pretty cool. And it's a great way to, like, you know, experience that kind of thing if you're not sure about it, and to, like, get closer to friends or even make new friends if you end up with a pickup group. And if that interests you, you should try it. And it supports the mainline theater's operations too. There's a small fee to enter the lottery, and all of that helps fund the festival and the community and outreach activities that mainline puts on. So, yeah, try it. There's a Facebook event.
I'm Grayson. I'm the one who works a regular job. I don't want to plug anything. Except, I do want to plug the Ardmore Tea Room in Halifax. If any of you are ever in Halifax, you should go to the Ardmore. Super cheap, greasy diner, breakfast food. Usually a line around the block, which is impressive for Halifax. They have the Ardmore mannequin as well, which is a mannequin that they sit in one of the booths for COVID times to indicate to not sit in that booth. And during one of the lockdowns, somebody called 911 on the Ardmore Tea Room because they thought that they were allowing people to do sit-ins, and the owners got online and were like, "That's our fucking mannequin, leave us alone." It was hilarious. Ardmore Tea Room, done.
I want to plug keeping track of your personal items for no discernible reason whatsoever. Just if you have beloved items in your life, just keep an eye on them and make sure they're close by. Again, no specific reason whatsoever that I'm making this particular plug. But just if you have things that you or your family members really care for, just keep an eye on it. Just keep it on hand. Don't put it anywhere that you may forget it. And just keep track of things that are important in your life is my plug for this week and most future weeks, I think. It's just good advice.
Thank you all so much for listening. If you enjoy this series, make sure to check out our Vampire the Masquerade series, Montreal by Night, which was last season, which our dear player Alexander Cruz was able to pop in for an episode for. If you like what you're hearing, make sure to check us out on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts from. Also check us out on YouTube at Three Kings Loot. Get all of your board game news from thebagofloot.com and all of your board game needs from threekingsloot.com. That is all of it from all of us. Thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you next time.